Hello guys, it's Snow Aylin here, and we are here to actually start our very first theory, I guess, video on the channel. And it's going to be a Pokemon theory. I was kind of debating on what topic I should cover, because I know a lot of people probably have already covered all of them anyway. So I went ahead and kind of looked up a few topics that people usually try to discuss and everything, or some of the theories that are kind of going around and everything. So I decided to start off with the theory on where most of the Pokemon dads have gone. Because, I mean, in most of the games, you only have your mom, and the dad is nowhere to be seen. They don't really mention him. The only time they ever showed you having a father or anything of the sort was in Generation 3 when your dad is actually the gym leader. But other than that, they don't mention a dad anywhere in the series at all. Like, they just kind of like, whatever, over your head, let's not think about it kind of thing. So, I went and did a little bit of research, and I saw a theory kind of mentioned, and I completely agree with that theory, so I decided to go with that initial thought and look for more proof on my own and add in some more things that I think would have happened because of all of that and everything. So, I believe that in that Pokemon War that happened a long time ago, I believe a lot of the fathers were sent off to that war and just weren't able to come back. Because when you look at the earlier series like Pokemon Red and Blue and Yellow and Fire Red, like the remakes of those games, you see Lieutenant Surge, and Lieutenant Surge mentions that he was in a war before, and you can tell by his demeanor and some of the terms that he says and everything, but he does end up saying that electric Pokemon saved him during the war, and so it kind of hints at the fact that there was a big thing going on. It also shows that, like, because if you notice, there isn't too many guy characters for the most part. Like, there are some here and there, but there's a lot of older characters that you battle against and stuff like that, which kind of goes to show that maybe a lot of them did get sent off and just were not able to come back. So that's kind of my theory for it. And it would kind of make sense with most of the first couple, I want to say, generations of characters, because when you think about it, in generations 1 and 2, you have your rival who actually hates you. Like, they do not like you in any way, shape, or form. And if you notice, both of them in the first 2 generations, they do not have parents at all. So, like, if you think about it, I guess in the first generation, the quote-unquote Gary Oak character, or I guess, I think he was Blue in that series. So Blue, if you notice, he doesn't have any parents. He only has a sister, Daisy, and he's still kind of like, he's kind of a jerk. He's kind of one of those characters where he's kind of nice-ish at times. For the most part, he's just a jerk, and he kind of doesn't really care about what happens to Pokemon and everything like that for the most part. He just wants to get stronger and stronger. And if you look at the second generation, when you go up against, I want to say his name is Silver? I want to say it's Silver. Maybe, I could be completely wrong. Might not be Silver. But the red-haired rival that you get in Generation 2, he also has no signs of parents and stuff like that. And he actually mentions in a part where he says that, oh, hey, I hate weak Pokemon and people. I hate them all, and just pretty much says how much he can't stand that, and he has to go up against strong people and have strong Pokemon, because otherwise strong Pokemon or weak Pokemon will not be able to protect you. So I feel like that's another clue hinting at the fact that his parents both were sent off to the war and both did not return, and he's kind of blaming their death on the fact that other people could not protect them and the Pokemon they had were not strong enough to protect them. And that's why he treats his Pokemon so poorly and just says, like, if they're not strong, then they're not good enough. And I don't care what happens to them if they can't handle it. And they also mention that in Sprout Tower when he's up there and he says, you're really strong, but you need to show some more love for your Pokemon. And he's just like, love is stupid, pretty much. So that's my theory as to why he's like that. I think he's grieving for the loss of his parents, and like they're just recovering from that war and everything. And I feel like the first two generations kind of got hurt a little more than the other ones did. Because if you realize the rivals from then on, they're all your friends afterwards, like they're childhood friends, or just friends in general. Because you meet like Brandon or May or whatever in the third generation, and they're nice and they want to help you out and just battle to improve each other, kind of thing. And then Gens 4 and then on, your rivals are your companions or your friends that you're kind of going on the journey with, but separately, kind of thing. So that's my theory on that. And also, if you look in X and Y, I can't remember his name for the life of me, and I've played that game multiple times. When I say his name is Z, I think his name is Z, but he's like that older guy that you meet at the end of the game when you have to push the red or blue button and all that stuff like that. And he mentions the war again, says 100 years ago, this big war happened and all these Pokemon and people got hurt, and he did this thing to try to save his Pokemon, and it ended up wiping out a bunch of people too, and a bunch of other Pokemon, which made that Pokemon very sad. So that could also be a hint as to him kind of being the cause of some of it. And all of that destruction, which kind of could link him back up to other, characters from before. But yeah, so that's my theory on what happened to some of the dads. I feel like a lot of them kind of participated in that and just weren't able to come back or did not make it or whatever along those lines, aside for a few of them. So that's my theory on what happened to the dads, and kind of a theory on why some characters are the way they are. So if you like this theory and if you would like to see more, please make sure to leave a comment in the comment section below, and a like is always appreciated to know that you guys are liking the series and you want it to keep going. And let me know if you want to keep the face cam or if you would rather not see my face. Either way is fine. Just let me know in the comment section below how you feel about this and how you feel about my theory, and maybe if you have a theory of your own, you can let me know as well. But thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys all in the next theory video. Bye!